Oh man, I always keep my little pocket dowel, and I like to play with this, and people come around, and I'm like, ask me a question, and I'll give you the answer. And so they'll ask a question, and I'll be like, knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. It's just cool.
Oh, hey. Happy almost Halloween, everybody. I'm dropping in today. It's a Sunday morning. I got my new winter hat here. My mom made this for me. She knits these herself. Very nice, very cozy and warm. I'm dodging going outside to do yard work, although I desperately need to be in nature because it's just cold and I just got done being sick, so I probably sound a little froggy still. But anyways, none of that's important. I'm here because I put together all the stuff I did for the Alan Watts animation that I put out there on the interwebs. And this is going to include some snippets from the live stream where I drew the character, like a sped up speed draw version of that, a little bit of the stuff I did in Adobe Character Animator, and then at the very end I'm just going to show the final animation again, so you can watch the whole way through for that, or you can just go watch the animation by itself. It's its own video. So that's it. Thanks everybody for tuning into the channel. Your continued support is greatly appreciated. Now that I have this Alan Watts puppet made, if anyone wants to send me a audio track without music that is just Alan's quotes, his voice, and preferably from a single source so that it's like kind of consistent the whole way through, I will take that audio, clean it up even more, have Alan recite the lines and put some music behind it, and we'll go ahead and publish it out there on the internet, and I'll make sure I mention you in that video. All right, I think that's about it. Let's just get going.
Books like that tend to get repetitive, right? Because you're trying to say, like that passage from the Tao, that's it. That's all there is. That's the answer right there. And so, I mean, at least the answer to like what is Zen, what is the Tao. I mean, they tell you in a few sentences. And I think Alan does that all the time. It's just like, and then you phrase it a different way, lots of different ways, until one of those ways gets someone to be like, aha, I had the moment. I had the aha moment. I get it now. But you look out there at the world and you're like, look at all the craziness, right? I mean, what is all this? And when you get into it, it ends up being people's egos, really. It's just, why are people fighting? Why is there racism? Why is there, and it's this sense of me, of self, of I have to get for me and get for myself, and and it's just kind of the root cause of all troubles, right? And the thing that people don't get is, you know, the solution is right there. They're always yelling about, oh, well, it's these people that are messing it up, or it's, you know, it's this politician or this political party, and it's like, the political parties are the priests and the devil out back smoking, right? I mean, it's not real. In Iran, there was Zoroastrianism. And that, as far as I could find, is probably one of the oldest sort of organized religion, if you can call it religions out there. But Zoroastrianism is based around that concept too. Everything is one. And yes, the laugh at the end, right? That's the absurdism. I was talking about how I can see a lot of people now are becoming nihilists. So as Chaz said, you know, God is dead and you killed him, right? And we have science now. It's really hard to be able to look through an electron microscope and see like what you're actually made of and not sort of come to terms with it, right? It's like, hokey smokes, you know? I'm this big atomic soup. It's still almost like wrong, or almost right, but still wrong. So it's hard to find a place for God in all that. And the danger of that, I think, is, well, there's many dangers in nihilism. One being that for a young person, at least, that could be serious business, right? I mean, it's dangerous. They get depressed. And they hurt themselves or they kill themselves. And, you know, that's not good, man. That's like the exact opposite of what the universe really wants you to do, I think. It's trying to efficiently expel energy, and you're like, I'll just do it right now. Because it's scary. It is. It's scary. Right? To think that you don't have meaning and that there's no meaning to this. But again, you know, meaning is sort of subjective. So ego, anyways, is sort of the hurdle for the whole thing. You just end up doing a lot of stuff that your heart isn't like saying, you should do this stuff, right? But you gotta go there and you gotta do the thing. And it's like, that doesn't even make sense, right? It's like, what do you need? You need food, shelter, some water to drink, right? All that stuff's easy. With a little bit of tech, it's like extremely easy. But I mean, you know, I got a rototiller and a shovel, high-tech shovel, and I was able to grow enough food on a very small amount of land to feed an entire family and give lots to my neighbors, right? So that easy. Shelter, easy. It's easy. You know? It's all easy, but it seems like we just toil away running after this stuff when we could all be doing much cooler things. And so, you know, there's something going on there, right? I won't get into all the things that are going on. But there's definitely something going on. And that's an example of promoting something that I like, which is, I think we should totally be an interplanetary species, go to Mars. We should totally be thinking about what AI is going to do to change everything. It's like, these are big things that need some careful consideration. People my parents' age, AI, they can't even begin to comprehend what that's going to do in a very short amount of time to the way everything is. And it's going to happen incrementally. It's going to be like a slow change, but it's going to be a fast, slow change compared to, like the Industrial Revolution. A lot of stuff happened, sure. Not like this, man.
In the stillness somewhere above, the city lights, you're falling in love. Still aware, you know it is true, that you are lost and this is a clue. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Love is forever, love is forever. Gotta let go. Love is forever, love is forever. Gotta let go. With the music still in your ears, you're on your way to conquer your fears. In this dream of your own desire,
Another way.
there is sound.
Oh, hey, Jordan. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's 4 people here. I promised. I promised that if 4 people showed up, I would do my thing. So, okay. So I have this top knot, right? And I was thinking to myself, why would samurai have top knots? And I've always wondered. And then I realized I have this hat. And this is I don't know if you've ever seen Ninja Scroll. Oh, so the 4th person left and ruined it. It's alright, I'll do it anyways. But it's like a bamboo hat. And it's got this divot in here, just like this, as you can see. And so, normally this would fall off my head. But with the top knot, I get a lot more mobility out of it without it actually falling off my head.
You gotta let go.
So that's it.
Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Love is forever. Gotta let go. Love is forever. Love is forever. Gotta let go. To believe you gotta let go. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Just close your eyes, and when you wake up, you know what you need to do. Just
That Alan Watts is talking now.
someone's been waiting for.
And what's cool, I can move him around the scene a bit here. We'll just scale him down a little. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so that's kind of how you're going to see him. And so now I'll look at this and I'll say, is it too much? Is it seem jittery or weird? I don't know. I'm kind of pleased with it.
Close your eyes. Just close your
The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you.